Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Knuppe Ranch. So we've got about 30 head, well, like 26 of them are calved and 4 are not calved, and those last 4 will be our last 4 cows to calve. That's all we have left. So we're pretty much done calving, but we've got these last 30 to, well, the 26 that have calved, we've got them to get in and get the calves branded and hauled over to summer pasture. Then we'd have everything over to summer pasture. So they're out south of the home place. Cole and I are gonna run out and check them, see where they are, and if it's not gonna be too much of a pain, if they move pretty easy this morning, then Cole and I are gonna try to move them in down here onto this bottom, so then we could get them in tomorrow and get them branded. Dad is on a vacation, a little mini vacation, and he's going to get back this afternoon. And by the time he gets back this afternoon, I don't think we'll have enough time to brand. So I think our plan is to just get them in close, get them on this bottom so we could get them in tomorrow morning, get them branded, and get everything hauled out to summer pasture. Hello?
Yeah, there's some cows down here.
About 29 of them?
I don't know.
Where are they? Like, where at?
Like in the spring, kind of, a little past it.
Okay. All right, I'll just leave.
We should probably try to get that pair still.
Yeah, I'll just leave her out here for now, and we'll get them in on the bottom. We can come out and get her.
Okay.
So we found, as you guys heard on that phone call with Cole, we found one pair out here. They're supposed to be in this piece, so she's in the right piece. But the rest of them are, well, hopefully the rest of them, they're down in the spring in the completely wrong piece. So they crawled some fences and got down there, or got pushed down there somehow. But they're in the completely wrong piece, and we could not find them this morning. Then Grandpa got here and said he'd saw them down there before, down there yesterday while he was stacking bales. So Cole went down there to see. Yes, they're down there. So I'm gonna head down there and help Cole. We'll try to get them pushed up to the bottom, then we'll get out here and get her in, and hopefully that's all 30 of them. Hopefully we found all of them, and we're not missing 1 or 2, but get some gates closed quick, so then once we get the cows on this bottom, then they can't get out. They'll have to stay on this bottom. So I'm gonna close these really quick. Hopefully Cole's getting around them all right by himself, and he can get them headed this way. So they were on the east side of the spring, and as we were bringing them through the spring, there was a gate open that I didn't see when I was going down there that led them into this piece. And they found that gate, so all of them come into this piece, crossed the creek, got into this piece. So now we're trying to get them into this piece where that one pair is, that lone pair is, and then we'll hopefully get all of them and move them down into the bottom. So basically the cows just chose to take the long way around to get back into the bottom. There's a draw that runs right through this little bottom out here, and so once you get them up to here, you kind of gotta just let these pairs figure out what they're doing. You can't really push them. You just gotta let the cows go first, and let the cows get their calves across this draw by themselves, because it's not the easiest thing for them little calves to try to get across. So once you get them here, you just kind of got to let them sit and let them figure it out themselves. Once they get across the draw, then you can get over there and push them and get them headed towards the gate. So we found 26 of them, and we have confirmed with the boss man dad that there was supposed to be 26 of them. So we've got the correct amount here, and now we're just pushing them down in. We're going to get them into the bottom, and then we'll let them sit there overnight, kind of pair back up and calm down a little bit, and then we will get them in and brand them tomorrow and haul them over to summer pasture, so that we can get them out of here and not have to worry about them here at home. Come on, boss. Well, we got him. Oh my gosh, I didn't think you were gonna throw it. Yeah. Vinegar over there? Huh? What? Take a little vinegar over for him? So Cole and I are going to run over and check the cows, see how everything looks over there, and then give them a little salt. We good? grandma's on our way over to check the yearlings. We have been doing daily moves with them, but we moved them into a new paddock, a new strip yesterday, Cole and I did, and they haven't really made much of an impact. So this first little piece we give them in this new strip, we're gonna leave them in this for another day. So they'll be in this one for 2 days, because it was kind of a pretty big first chunk we gave them. So we'll let them kind of get some more stuff trampled down and some more stuff ate off, and then we'll move them tomorrow.
You know there's a difference between poisonous and venomous.
Probably the best salts guy could buy. Alright, all the cows look good. Kind of seemed like they almost forgot that that piece was open for them to go down in there. So when we went down there to put some salt out for them, they followed us down there and remembered that they had more grass down there to go check out. So now they're down in there grazing and seem pretty happy. Yearling seems pretty content today. Everything looks full and good. Dams are full. The weather, for the past week, the weather has been really, well, the last 5 days anyway, has been like in the mid 60s to high 60s and cloudy, and just kind of like, we've had a couple days where it just kind of like misted rain all day long and had some pretty good rains overnight a couple days. So we had some good moisture this week. I think we've had like a ½ inch of rain the last 2 nights. Last night was Friday night, and then Thursday night we had like a ½ inch of rain those 2 nights combined. And now it's supposed to be warm, like up in the mid 80s today in sunshine, and the whole next week it's supposed to be up into the 90s in sunshine. So hopefully with that rain it doesn't dry out too much and the stuff will just keep growing. So I've been working on a better way of transporting the water for my pigs. So I built this frame out of old fence posts. I just put these 2 pieces of angle iron on right now. So my plan is, I got these 2 pieces of angle iron on here. I'm gonna run channel iron from this one to that one on both sides the long ways, so that I can put the forks of the bobcat in this and lift it up and move it. So then on top of that 3-inch channel iron is where my barrel's gonna sit for the water. That 55-gallon drum is gonna sit right here in the middle. And so I made this frame like this because I'm gonna put steel on these 4 sides, the back, the 2 sides, and the top, to keep the water out of the sun, so that so then I can move then I can move it outside and get their water outside, because right now where their water is, right under that nipple where they get their water from, any water that spills just kind of creates a little bit of mud there on the dirt, and then they just go ahead and dig in that mud, so then it creates holes in the barn, and then that mud attracts flies into the barn and stuff too. So so I want to get something that's going to keep their water outside, to just get it out of there so we don't have flies in the barn. So I'm working on this. So I got these 2-piece angler on. I'm gonna go cut the C-channel, get it laid on here, get it welded on. Then I'll start kind of figuring out and fabricating how I'm going to get my barrel to stay on there. So I got it almost done. I got my fork holes made for my forks. I got these old T-posts ran across here for what my barrel is going to sit on, and then I'll be able to hook a ratchet strap to the C-channel right here and throw it over the barrel, hook it on the other side, and ratchet strap it down so the barrel stays put. But all the weight will be on this for the barrel. Then when I lift it with the forks, all the weight will be here. And so now I just need to get some steel around the outside of it, and there it is. So looks pretty good. It's been ever since I got that water going and the feeders where they have constant water and constant feed. It's pretty nice. I've had to feed that or fill that water like once a week. I'll have to fill it, so it's not really that bad. But this will make it a lot easier, where I can just pick it up with the skid steer, bring it over to the hydrant, fill it, and take it back with the skid steer. And it'll be easier to pick up and transport anyway. So I think it turned out all right anyway, just with a bunch of spare parts and spare metal, old fence posts and stuff. So it doesn't look perfect, but it looks all right. So yeah, but ever since I got all that stuff going for my pigs, it's been a lot easier to take care of them. You know, they're not as dependent. They don't take as much time when they've got feed and water there, you know. So just check them once or twice a day, make sure they still got feed and water in their automatic feeders and waters. And other than that, it's been pretty easy. So this is probably the easiest set of pigs I've raised, just for that simple fact is that they've been pretty easy to take care of. And then I give them a new piece of grass every week too. So they've got fresh grass to graze, and they're not totally dependent on the grain. They get protein out of that green grass and stuff. So it's been going pretty good. So, but with that, I think that's just about gonna do it for this video. So thanks for watching, guys. If you're new here, to remember to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that like button. And as always, we'll catch you in the next one.